Plain belly, bill of heel.
Enough.
Empty to the end of the arts.
That's what you call a nuff.
Break it down.
Oh, no. We got to take Bluey out of the intro. I think he's starting to lose his confidence.
Did last night, did Nate Brown do top 5 Bluey moments?
Yes, he did. And Bluey filthed up. Saw him this morning here in DSL. Not happy with Brownie. But he had returned fire too. Probably just not as good. I need to recap something. The great Ethan Meldrum does the stats for us. And, you know, a few people have got his name wrong a few times. I'll just recap.
Now, Fritz, Ash hasn't been great tonight. You and Ethan.
I've also got Heath Meldrum here.
That's Ethan. Not sure of his surname, but his name's Ethan.
I haven't worked with Heath too often. It's Ethan in the back row too, not Heath.
So, Ethan, right, he's been great all year, and he's doing his first final last night. He's all pumped up. He's ready to go. Oh, and then Das gives him this.
Matty Rao, what's he at, please? Ash, I mean...
Das, don't you start.
On the train, and then 10 minutes later, he does this, Das.
Choice hotels around the grounds, Rabs. Get back to
Oh, Luke.
What's going on?
He's an idiot.
Rabs, what the hell's going on?
Something's happening, Duke.
I know, something has happened. He's got maybe just a tad ahead of himself after the good response from the Olympics. Who knows? Howie, last night, Kennard's very good friends of ours. Well, the finals pressure gets to everyone, and, well, just got to Howie a little bit too.
That could be all she wrote on the Triple M KNR scoreboard. Kennard's trying to make your job easy.
I think he was trying to say Kennard's there. And then you know how he tries to be cool and know people's nicknames and that? Well, Darcy Byrne-Jones is DBJ. This is what he went with.
Porter got the answers in defence. Byrne-Jones, it's a wobbly old ball, and dumps it out on the form usually by DBB.
He's gone to DBB. Just should have stuffed his alphabet up there a bit. I thought I'd need to point to that because we love jumping on Howie. Speaking of trying to be cool, Tom Brown.
Tom Brown.
The best part of being a good footy reporter, as you know, Damo, is you need to be able to throw back to the studio very smoothly. This is his attempt to do it to Mike Amor.
It's terrible luck for Hind and the Bombers on the eve of the finals. A shock development tonight for Nick Hind. Nick.
Tom Brown, live in London.
Tom Brown.
After he says Tom Brown, he goes, thanks, and he cut in again. But,
You can hear his heart break.
Oh, you can see his heart
Poor old
pumping.
Nick Hind, too.
Finals pressure.
Goes to get a chook, Jim. At the...
just a shook. Just a hot shook.
Yeah, no, we're in the middle of Nuff, Bill, so shut up.
Oh, yeah, it's my segment, Bill. Hey, Jared Healy. Now, All-Australian name this week, and I know Duck's a huge fan of the squad, but it was interesting when the team come out. We need to recognise some first-timers in the team. Now, Bailey Dale, not many know too much about this man, but I'll tell you who put him on the map.
Oh, no.
Jared Healy.
And here's one bloke that's getting no attention whatsoever. Daily Bale.
Daily Bale. Come on, Jared.
Don't wonder.
Once you're All-Australian, though, there's no excuses for getting names wrong, is there, Duck?
Nope.
No, not after you're All-Australian. Hey, Luke Bonner. I need to go to him.
Luke Bonner, our all-night Boner host on Triple M.
I thought it must have been different to Boner, but I'll go with Boner. Hey, speaking of butchering names, I need to take you back to when he was commenting on the Nick Naitanui and Riley O'Brien situation. This is the way he tried to say Naitanui.
Riley O'Brien plays for the Adelaide Crows. He's a ruckman. And it's been detailed the moment he sent a heart-sinking tweet to his teammates about Nick Nathaniel. Nathaniel.
Go with Nick Nat.
That is unbelievable scenes. Now, The Chase. We all know The Chase, Channel 7 during the week.
Yes.
We all get home, we watch that. Beautiful show.
Marco.
But sometimes, they normally have great questions. This is a great question. But if you ask a simple man a question, sometimes you get a simple answer.
Mount Everest was named after a British surveyor with what first name?
Mount George.
His name was Mount Everest.
What was his name?
Come on,
George. If you listened, you would have heard that as well. George.
He thought his first name was Mount.
Mount George. I was
Come on.
watching during the week and I thought I have to play that. Hey, we know ScoMo battled last week. He was hanging around Greg Blewett a bit too long. Do we need to hear that again?
Oh,
Go
no.
on.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Australia is really getting on top of this on the vaccination program. Today, a big turner corned. A big corn. Sorry, a big corner turned, I should say.
ScoMo.
We know he'd been hanging out with Bluey a little bit. I want to take you across the ditch now to the New Zealand Health Minister, Chris Hipkins. He was just talking about what the New Zealanders can do at the moment, and listen carefully.
It is a challenge in higher density areas for people to get outside and to spread their legs when they are surrounded by other people.
Oh, no.
Spread their legs.
Jesus.
When surrounded by other people, too,
What
Bill.
the hell?
Wow.
Look at
Did
Bill.
they
He's trying
do
to book
that?
He's trying to book flights to New Zealand.
It's unbelievable.
Well, I think he was talking about,
Stretching your
doing
legs.
Stretch
some,
them,
doing some
Hose.
exercise there.
Thank you,
Or
Hose.
whatever. Bill still can't work it out.
No, New Zealand.
I'm
Where
the
was
bad
it?
guy.
Dunedin or where are we going?
Yeah,
Where are we going, bro?
That'll do, bro. I'll see you over there, bro. Hey, Brendan Yates. Now, he's a great caller, doing the call tonight. Great man. But this is the epitome of Nuff. Now, I know we are Adelaide, and we do know most people over here. If you don't know them, well, you're generally related to them.
Andrew umpire Chris Bull. He'll go and grab the Sharon and we'll have that one thrown in.
Chris Paul, you know the badge umpires, do you, eh?
Well, he's my cousin, actually. Oh, I do know him.
The boundary umpire was his cousin.
What?
They don't even have their numbers on. I was thinking, you're kidding me. How do you know that bloody boundary umpire? I had to ask the question anyway. Enough for the week. Now, this is, well, it's a number of people because I couldn't nail it down, but there's no one individual. It's just a group. And if you mention in here, you're a nuffy. Play it, host.
Nuff of the week.
Yeah, I've got to concentrate while I'm saying this. Atu Bosanavalagi. Is that right?
Bosanavalagi.
Yes, that's a tough one to say. Now, this is just a group of people this year that have battled a little bit before I get to the next one.
I know I'll be there.
Oh, no.
Here is Bosanavalagi, the young man Bosanavalagi, the boss man.
Well done, R2.
Now the ball is in the hands of Bosanavalagi.
Been good, R2, isn't he? There he is again, Bosanavalagi.
Bosanavalagi.
The great man, R2. Bosanavalagi.
That's it. Bosanavalagi very soon on debut.
It's a tough one.
Duke.
Bill, you do it.
No, I'm not. R2. I'm with Duke. Just R2's enough.
Oh, bless
I
you,
know
Bill.
for a
Bless
fact we did a game upstairs off Tube, a North game from, I reckon it was Hobart. And I'm pretty sure, Duck, I said it 5 different ways in the first quarter.
Bosanavalagi, isn't
In the first quarter.
That's exactly how you say it, Doug.
Well done,
That's
Doug.
quite easy.
Well,
But
we can all say it now. You weren't helping me back at the time. Sorry, Bernard. Keep going.
He didn't get called much. He had 38 that night. Got called 10 times.
That's tough. But, when there's a word or a name that's hard to say, we probably shouldn't look for this bloke to tell us.
For the Roos, Taylor, Bosenvalagi, Phillips.
We need to hear Bluey saying it
personal.
again. Here we go.
Bosenvalagi.
He thought it was a speaker system.
He put his Z in it.
Good on him. Good on him.
What he's doing. But this is interesting because the follow-up chat from this and the great Rhett Biglands, well, he was never going to be a Rhodes Scholar, let's be honest, but he forgot that if you're named on the bench, you're actually playing in the game.
That's a tough one, isn't it, Blue?
How do you do it, Biggles? How do you say it?
No, it's Bosanavalagi, but you did it pretty well.
Okay,
so and
beautiful.
we're hoping that he's back in the team today. And well, he is because he's on the bench.
Listen to Bernie.
See, I just put stuff in here to make myself look
You
funny.
do.
Yeah, it's going quite well, I thought, at the moment. And speaking of Blue, I'm going to go back down that path. Last Sunday, because we're a Saturday show, we missed this last Sunday. Ash, he was talking about, on the Sunday rub, they realised that Blue was doing the boundary last night in his first finals game, and, Ross wasn't impressed. Listen to this.
46 test matches.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
For Greg Blewett. Batting average of 34.
How many hundreds, Ash?
400s.
46 tests.
That's a good number.
My word, it is.
First 4 innings for Blewett, 2 centuries.
Yeah, and then what? 2 in the next 44.
Oh, Roscoe. Come on, Roscoe.
I reckon that's fair. It's
I
two in
think
your
it's a
last
fair
44.
point.
I think Bluey made something like 790s.
Yeah, 299s.
$2.99s.
He said they should count. No, they shouldn't count.
That's
We'll
Mark
leave them
Waugh's
as-
view. Mark Waugh reckons 90 should count as hundreds.
Didn't they tell Roscoe that he works at Triple M Footy, and then he did a big turnaround?
No, well, hang on. Let me get to it, Bill.
Bill,
You've done it.
you are a nuff.
Well, how he was defending him, and then, well, you know what? He described him as Doug Walters and Bill Ponsford, and, well, Ross really got unhappy then.
Billy Ponsford, 7 tests, 29 tests, 700s.
Okay.
That's a strike rate of over 20% for the hundreds. And Dougie Walters, 15, he's 74. What would that give us? 10, that's another 20%. Your man's down about 10, 8%. Not in the same league, please.
Ross wandering into cricket.
Why is Bluey always everyone else's man, never my man, or no one must put their hand up? But then, Bill, I'll get to your point now, Bill. When he actually realised he must have missed that first bit that he was going to be part of the team Friday night, well, didn't he backtrack?
Ross has figured out that Greg Blewett works at Triple M. The Christmas party's going to be a bit tense.
After he's potting it mercilessly for 20 minutes.
No, we love him. We just didn't think it was in the Ponsford-Walters class. I think a lot of people would agree with my stance.
Very good, and that is enough for the week. But I love when people tip on Bluey. But is anyone going to put their hand up for Bluey? Is he your man, Jim?
Yeah, of course he's mine.
No,
man.
you dropped off him
They
during the
made
week.
300s in his first three Ashes test. Only player to do that, I think.
Yeah, one
You
in the
dropped
rest.
off him during the week.
No, well, I just needed to straighten him up a bit with what he was doing.
Have you straightened
No, I'm
him?
back. He's back now.
He's back.
all right now. He'd be good now.